وقل رب زدني علما.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. شر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، كل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. Inshallah, we have the class of Tafsir from Surah An'aam, Surah An'aam, Surah 6, from the second verse, Surah An'aam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. هو الذي خلقكم من طين ثم قضى أجلا وأجل مسمى عنده ثم أنتم تمترون. قال الإمام الشيخ عبد الرحمن السعدي رحمه الله في تفسير هذه الآية: هو الذي خلقكم من طين، وذلك بخلق مادتكم وأبيكم آدم عليه السلام، ثم قضى أجلا، أي ضرب لمدة إقامتكم في هذه الدار أجلا تتمتعون به وتمتحنون وتبتلون بما يرسل إليهم به رسله، ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا ويعمركم ما يتذكر فيه من تذكر، وأجل مسمى عنده، وهي الدار الآخرة التي ينتقل العباد إليها من هذه الدار، فيجازيهم بأعمالهم من خير وشر. ثم مع هذا البيان التام وقطع الحجة أنتم تمترون، أي تشكون في وعد الله ووعيده ووقوع الجزاء يوم القيامة. وذكر الله الظلمات بالجمع لكثرة مادتها وتنوع طرقها، لكثرة موادها وتنوع طرقها، ووحد النور لكون الصراط الموصلة إلى الله واحدة لا تعدد فيها، وهي صراط المتضمنة للعلم بالحق والعمل به، كما قال تعالى: وأن هذا صراطي مستقيما فاتبعوه ولا تتبعوا السبل فتفرق بكم عن سبيله. In this second verse of Surah An'aam, Allah Azza wa Jalla said, هو الذي خلقكم من طين. It is He, Allah, who has created you from clay. He is who has created you from clay. Means that is the origin of human. Allah Azza wa Jalla created the father of all human, Adam, from clay. Dirt mixed with water. ثم قضى أجلا. Then He, Allah, has stated a term. Means for you to die. He decreed a term. Means to live in this worldly life, to be tested. Who of you is the best in action? وَأَجَلٌ مُسَمًّى عِنْدَهُ. And there is with Him another determined term for you to be resurrected. So there is two ajal, two term, one in this worldly life. How long you will believe, you will be alive, to be tested in this life. How you do it. Do you do good and thank Allah to be rewarded with good, or do you do bad and disbelieve in Allah Azza wa Jal to be rewarded with bad? وأجل مسمى, another term, it's with Allah Azza wa Jal. عنده, عند Allah, with Allah alone. It's only Allah who knows when the hour is taking place. ثم أنتم تمترون, yet you doubt, meaning in the resurrection. Yet you doubt in the resurrection. You see your reality that you have been created from clay. Then يرحمك Allah. Then Allah gives you life in this worldly life. And He determines how long you will be alive. Then He causes you to die. Then with Him is another time to resurrect you. With all this, you doubt about the second life. Yet you doubt in the resurrection. How you doubt in the resurrection? And that Allah is powerful, Allah is able to resurrect you after you came to know how Allah created you from clay, from nutfah. You went through different stages in your mother's womb. Then Allah gave you life, then helped you survive in this life, then took your soul away when He wanted, when He wished. How after that you doubt about the capability of Allah to resurrect you? ثم أنتم تمترون أفعينا بالخلق الأول. So this is a proof for the existence of life after death, that Allah created you from nothing. Allah created you from nothing. هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا. You are not anything to be mentioned. Then Allah created you and made you went through those stages. لتركبن طبقا عن طبق, stage to stage, until He caused you to die, even though you dislike it. Even though you dislike to die, but Allah determined to cause you to die, take your soul away. Then after that, how you doubt that Allah is able to give you life again? Allah said in another ayah, كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا. How you disbelieve in Allah while you were dead. فأحياكم, He gave you life. You were dead, He gave you life. From the death we went through is when we were our mother's womb. Before the 5th month, after Allah complete our creation, we human, the 4th month is complete. 40 نطفة ثم 40 علقة ثم 40 مضغة. He's a complete human being. There's no soul. That's the only thing. He's a complete human being. Has ears, has eyes, has hands, has head, everything. But no life in it. فيرسل إليه الملك فينفخ فيه الروح. An angel is sent, then he blow the soul into that dead human being. Then he become alive. The question is, human being, before the 4th month, they move, the baby move, grow up. His mother feel that the baby is moving. The people of knowledge said the answer is that doesn't mean that there is soul in the body. But there's a type of growing, just like the tree. The tree grows, and there is no soul in it. The human being is like that. It's growing, the baby, the body, growing, moving, just the moving of the tree. But the soul is different. When the soul is breathed into the body, then now there's life. So you being dead and Allah فَأَحْيَاكُمْ, He caused you to live. You are alive. ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ, then when you're complete in your body, in your hearing, Allah take away your soul. You go back to the origin. Now you're dead. Someone died, the body is complete. The hand is there, the hair is there, but there's no soul. No hearing, no listening, no talking, no understanding. As the baby was in his mother's womb. So, because Allah took the soul away, everyone is looking at that person who is about to die. All the beloved ones. The children, the wives, the brothers, everybody is there. Doctors are available. They see him suffering, losing his soul. The life departure, the feet, the legs, then is going up. They feel that. And no one can stop it. ولولا إن كنتم غير مدينين ترجعونها إن كنتم صادقين. If you are not being resurrected, there's no life after death, then keep the soul into the body. Keep the soul into the body. So if your beloved one is in front of you and is dying, the soul is departure, is leaving away. You can't keep the soul into the body. What that mean? It means you don't control the soul. If this is the case, and the person dies in that way, how you reject that Allah is able to bring life back to the body, while Allah already did that before. The body was dead, Allah put life into it. Isn't it that true? The human was in his mother's womb, 4 months complete. His body is there, but no life. Allah put soul in it. Start life. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took away the soul. While you're looking at, you can't keep the soul into the body. Because in reality, you even do not know what the soul is about. What it is. وَيَسَأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. They ask you about the soul. Say the soul is from the command of my Lord. وَمَا أُوتِيتُ مِنْ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. You were not given from knowledge but nothing. But little. How you ask about the soul while you don't have enough knowledge? You only have little knowledge. You are not in a level to ask about the soul yet. So this human, he dies. Everyone from a human looking at. Nobody can keep the soul into the body. How then human doubt about the power of Allah to put the soul back into that body? How will human doubt that Allah who created this body from water, there was time you were a drop of water, you were a sperm, then Allah make you go through that stage. Bones, blood, flesh, mind, heart, name it. This is a huge system based on knowledge and wisdom. Allah help you grow. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took away your soul. ثُمَّ أَنْتُمْ تَمْتَرُونَ. Then you doubt about the resurrection. They say, how can we be resurrected after we turn into sand, after we turn into bones, عِظَامًا وَرُفَاتًا? They say that. Don't they know that Allah created them from beginning? The beginning while they were nothing. وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم. الله أكبر. قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة. One of the disbelievers came to the Prophet ﷺ and he brought the body, the bones of an old creature, and he break it in front of the Prophet ﷺ. And he said, who's going to give life to this while it is this broken bones? Allah answered to him, قل, say, يحييها الذي أول مرة. قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة. Is the one who created, is the one who created the first time. The first time it was not a bone. It was not existing. Before the bone, before that it was flesh. Before that it was blood. Before that it was water. Allah who made that is able. ثم أنتم تمترون. So no reason to doubt about the resurrection. Whoever denied the resurrection is someone who truly doesn't believe in Allah Azza wa Jal. Doesn't believe in Allah Azza wa Jal. The one who denied the resurrection, the day of judgment, is someone who's ascribing Allah Azza wa Jal that which Allah is free from it. والذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة مثل سوء. Was the beginning of the ayah. للذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة بارك الله فيك. للذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة مثل سوء. ولله المثل الأعلى. Those who disbelieve in the Akhirah, they have the bad example. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the best. So, there has to be a day of resurrection. Many proofs, intellectual proofs, show that there has to be a day of judgment. If someone believes in Allah, he has to believe the day of judgment. Simply because these humans on this earth, they are not the same. There are good among them who remember Allah, who believe in Allah, who obey Allah, who sacrifice for Allah. And among them, those who do the opposite, against Allah, do evil, corrupt the earth, oppress the creation. How there can't be day of judgment then? How is it possible Allah to leave those two groups, the righteous group and the evil group, to leave them the same way? No resurrection, no judgment, not rewarding this, not punishing this. How is it possible? Because the mistake is there. The good people are there and the bad people are there. Jazakallahu khairan. How is it hikmah, wisdom, how it fits Allah's majesty and greatness and wisdom subhanahu to make those equal by not having day of judgment, by not rewarding the good with good and the bad with bad. أم حسب الذين اجترحوا السيئات أن نجعلهم كالذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات سواء محياهم ومماتهم ساء ما يحكمون. How they think those who do evil, that Allah makes them equal to those who do good. Evil what they judge. أفنجعل المسلمين كالمجرمين ما لكم كيف تحكمون. How Allah make the criminal like the Muslim, the obedient. How you judge that way? Because if they say there is no day of judgment, means Allah made those two groups equal. Imagine a human being who attack your house. He did harm your family, your children, destroy your life. Kill some of your family. Oppression, out of oppression and arrogance. make you the rest of your life be handicapped, be blind. You suffer. And then he is out there corrupting the earth. Then you die. And he died. And there's no judgment. Will you accept that? No. You want to get your right back. That Allah is subhanahu wa ta'ala above than that. There has to be a day of judgment. There has to be a day of judgment. That's from the rahmah of Allah, from the mercy of Allah. قل لمن ما في السماوات والأرض قل لله. لا يجمعنكم إلى يوم كتب ربكم على نفسه الرحمة لا يجمعنكم إلى يوم القيامة لا ريب فيه. It's mercy from Allah to have a day of judgment, to establish the justice. Imagine there is there is a judge in the city. He is able to stop the oppressor, to punish the oppressor, to give right to the oppressed, and he doesn't do that. Is that a good judge? No, he's not. Imagine a judge who is there when those two, the victim, the oppressed and the oppressor come, he rewarded them both. Is that accepted? He punished them both. Is it accepted? He punished the oppressed and he honored the oppressor. Is that accepted? What's the right thing? To reward who? The one who was oppressed, and to punish the oppressor. So if that's not suitable for wise human being, how they expect that to happen from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one all wisdom is from Him. All mercy and justice from Him. So there has to be a day of judgment. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create this creation, the beginning, from zero, from nothing, how He is not able to recreate it. Allah said in this ayah, وَالَّذِي خَلَقَكُم مِّن طِينٍ. It is He, Allah, who has created you from clay. ثُمَّ قَضَى أَجَلًا. Then He has decreed a term, meaning for you to die. وَأَجَلُ مُسَمًّى عِنْدَهُ. And there is with Him another determined term, meaning for you to be resurrected. ثُمَّ أَنْتُمْ تَمْتَرُونَ. Then you doubt in the resurrection. Yet you doubt in the resurrection. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala huwa al-Khaliq. He is the one who created us, gives us life, causes us to die, will resurrect us. Then Allah said in the next ayah, وَهُوَ اللَّهُ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَفِي الْأَرْضِ يَعْلَمُ سِرَّكُمْ وَجَهْرَكُمْ وَيَعْلَمُ مَا تَكْسِبُونَ. And He is Allah. Allah huwa Allah أي المألوه أي المعبود بحق. It is He who is worshipped, to be worshipped alone. في السماوات, in the heavens, وفي الأرض, and on the earth. It is Allah who should be worshipped, المألوه, to be worshipped alone in the heaven and on the earth. In the heaven there is a creation, the angels. On the earth, human, the jinn. يعلم سركم وجهركم ويعلم ما تكسبون. Rather, everything worship Allah, magnify Allah, glorify Allah. Even the jamadat. يعلم سركم وجهركم. He knows what you conceal and what you reveal. ويعلم ما تكسبون. And He knows what you earn, good or bad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us this verse about Himself, that He is the one who deserves to be worshipped, في السماوات, in the heaven, وفي الأرض, and on the earth. Nobody else. And that Allah يعلم سركم وجهركم. He knows what you conceal and what you reveal. لا إله إلا الله. Allah knows what's in your heart. Allah knows that which is in your breasts. How Allah doesn't know what's in your heart while He is the Creator?
ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. How Allah doesn't know about your heart, and it's He who moving it. It's He who make it understand. It is He who provided it. It is He who giving it life constantly. How He doesn't know about it? ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. How the one who created doesn't know what He create? So Allah knows, subhanahu wa ta'ala, your secret life and your open life. وَيَعْلَمُ مَا تَكْسِبُونَ, and He knows that which you earn. What is the wisdom? What is the outcome of that? Is to be rewarded, good or bad. So after Allah, it's you to earn good or to earn bad. And based on that, you will be rewarded. This ayah is proof that it's only Allah who knows the unseen. It's only Allah who knows the unseen. Allah said to His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, قُلْ لَا أَمْلِكُ لِنَفْسِي نَفْعًا وَلَا ضَرًّا إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ وَلَوْ كُنْتُ أَعْلَمُ الْغَيْبَ لَاسْتَكْثَرْتُ مِنَ الْخَيْرِ وَمَا مَسَّنِيَ السُّوءُ. Prophet to proclaim, to announce that he doesn't know the unseen. قُلْ لَا يَعْلَمُ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ الْغَيْبَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ. Say, who knows that which is in the heaven and the earth of unseen other than Allah? Nobody. It's only Allah who knows everything. Somebody claim he knows the unseen, he is a liar. Don't trust him. Those magicians who claim they know the lost, the first time you go to them, don't go to them. He asks you, what's your mother's name? That's they ask you. They don't ask you about father's name. They ask you, what's your mother's name? And after that, he claimed to tell you where it is what you lost. You even don't know my mother's name. And you tell me what I lost, where it is. And you claim you know the unseen. They say they know the unseen, but yet they don't know your mother's name. So it's Allah who knows everything, subhanahu. The secret, what's revealed, what's concealed, and what's revealed. And He knows what you earn. مَا تَكْسِبُونَ. And what مَا تَكْسِبُونَ is general. Everything you earn, include the actions of the heart. Because you earn through the heart, through to the tongue, through to the limbs. And the heart is the most important one. Yes, therefore, something you even didn't say, you even didn't do it, you'll be rewarded based on your heart. You'll be rewarded based on your heart. مَنْ هَمَّ بِحَسَنَةٍ فَلَمْ يَعْمَلْهَا كُتِبَ لَهُ حَسَنَةً. The one who intends to do hasana, but he doesn't do it, will be written for him hasana. He didn't do it. He didn't say it. He didn't do it into action. He get the reward. Someone says, if he would be wealthy, he would have built a house for Allah. He would have built a masjid. He would have helped the people of knowledge, the student of knowledge. He would have helped the orphan. He would have done such and such. He would have helped those women who lost marriage, widows who go through hardships, would have helped them. He has this good intention. Based on that, he will be rewarded. Another one, he said, he become wealthy. He will do what? He will build a club, a huge church. He will oppress people. He will be a big singer. He do this, he do this. He will sell drugs. That he get that. There is sound hadith that human, Prophet mentioned 4 people. One is wealthy, he spend into the right way. One is wealthy, he spend into the bad way. Another 2, they don't have. One of them says, if I would have done like such and such. The good person. The other one, he says, if he would have wealth, he would have done like and such. Like the bad person. Hum ala niyatihim. They are based on their intentions. They will be rewarded based on intentions. So Allah knows everything you earn. And again, from what you earn is that which is your heart. يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ. Even Allah made the angels know that. Even the angels who write your actions, the angels you are assigned, they know what's in your heart. Because Allah said in the Quran, وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ الْحَافِظِينَ كِرَامًا كَاتِبِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ. When you are angels, they are writers. يَعْلَمُونَ, they know مَا تَفْعَلُونَ, what you do. And from what you do is the action of the heart. Allah made them know that. مَنْ هَمَّ بِحَسَنَةٍ فَلَمْ يَعْمَلْهَا كُتِبَ لَهُ حَسَنَةٌ. The angels, they write down when you intend good, but you don't do it. If they don't know how they wrote it down, Allah gave them that. Allah is able everything. Prophet ﷺ said, إِنَّ لِلَّهِ مَلَكًا أَعْطَاهُ سَمْعَ الْعِبَادِ يُبَلِّغُونَ عَنْ أُمَّتِي السَّلَامِ. Allah has an angel. Allah gave that angel the hearing of the human, the creation. That angel hears the people. Whoever send salam to the Prophet ﷺ, that angel conveyed to the Messenger ﷺ. It's something beyond our imagination that one creature hears everyone who sends salah and salam to the Prophet ﷺ. Knowing millions of Muslims, if not billion, they may send one single time salah and salam to the Prophet ﷺ. Hajj time, people there in Mecca. How many people in Isha prayer, for instance? Millions, sometimes. Only the Hajj, they say sometimes 5 million, 3 million. How about the city of Mecca? A huge area of Mecca, they follow the Haram, the Salah. So one time they make in tashahud and they say salam and salah to the Prophet. Salamu alayna wa ala abdi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. All of them. The angel hears all of them. And he conveys to the Prophet. This is something beyond our imagination. But that's something happened. So if this is the creation of Allah, how about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-allam al-ghuyub? So Allah knows what you earn. So we can beautify, we can make our apparent, our physical appearance, our statement is sweet, our action is good, seeming good, but Allah also considers the hearts. Allah also knows what you conceal. Allah لا ينظر إلى صورك ولا إلى أجسامك ولكن ينظر إلى قلوبك وأعمالكم. Allah look at your hearts and your actions. So if a believer truly have this sound belief, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that which in your heart, what you intend. He knows about you wherever you are, in your secret life, in your public life. And based on that, He will reward you. If someone truly believes that, no doubt, it help him to be good. It straighten him. That sound aqidah. Then Allah said subhanahu in verse 4, وَمَا تَأْتِيهِم مِّنْ آيَةٍ مِّنْ آيَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ إِلَّا كَانُوا عَنْهَا مُعْرِضِينَ. Never an ayah, sign, proofs, evidence comes to them, means to the disbelievers, from the ayat of Allah, from the ayat of their Lord, but that they have been turning away from it. وَمَا تَأْتِيهِم مِّنْ آيَةٍ. And never an ayah comes to them. مِنْ آيَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ, from the ayat of their Lord. إِلَّا كَانُوا عَنْهَا مُعْرِضِينَ, but that they have been turned away from it. This is the way of the disbelievers. That whenever a sign from Allah comes to them, sign, evidence, revelation, they used to turn away from it. فَقَدْ كَذَّبُوا بِالْحَقِّ لَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ فَسَوْفَ يَأْتِيهِمْ أَنْبَاءُ مَا كَانُوا بِهِ يَسْتَهْزِئُونَ. Indeed, they rejected the truth, the Quran, when it came to them. But there will come to them the news of that which they used to mock at. فَقَدْ كَذَّبُوا بِالْحَقِّ. They indeed rejected the truth, the Quran. لَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ, when it came to them. فَسَوْفَ يَأْتِيهِمْ أَنْبَاءُ مَا كَانُوا بِهِ يَسْتَهْزِئُونَ. There will come to them the news of that, it means the torment which they used to mock at. The idol worshippers used to disbelieve the Prophet ﷺ and the ayat of Allah. And Prophet ﷺ used to warn them that they will be punished if they continue disbelieving in him. They used to make mock at him. They used to say, if there is punishment, let it come right away. Let it come right away. قالوا إن كان هذا هو الحق من عندك فأمطر علينا حجارة من السماء. قالوا اللهم, they say, oh Allah, إن كان هذا هو الحق من عندك, if this is حق from you, فأمطر علينا حجارة من السماء, then ماذا, rain us stones from the heaven. Bring rain which is stones. Punish us. They say this out of mockery. So this is the way they used to do. Allah said, فَسَوْفَ يَأْتِيهِمْ أَنْبَاءُ مَا كَانُوا بِهِ يَسْتَهْزِئُونَ. There will come to them the news of that which they used to mock at. And that happened. That happened to those people, to Abu Jahl, to Abu Lahab, and the like of them, who rejected the call of the Messenger ﷺ, who disbelieved the verses of Allah Azza wa Jal, who make mockery and mock at the revelation. What they've been warned happened to them. And the history, it's known to everybody now. وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنْقَلَبٍ يَنْقَلِبُونَ أَيَّ مُنْقَلَبٍ يَنْقَلِبُونَ. قَلِيبُ Badr is very famous. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَلَمْ يَرَوْا كَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ مِنْ قَرْنٍ مَكَّنَّاهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَا لَمْ نُمَكِّنْ لَكُمْ وَأَرْسَلْنَا السَّمَاءَ عَلَيْهِمْ مِدْرَارًا وَجَعَلْنَا الْأَنْهَارَ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهِمْ فَأَهْلَكْنَاهُمْ بِذُنُوبِهِمْ وَأَنْشَأْنَا مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ قَرْنًا آخَرِينَ. Have they not seen how many generations before them we have destroyed, whom we had established on the earth, such as we haven't established you? And we poured out on them rain from the sky in abundance, and made the rivers flow under them. Yet we destroyed them for their sins, and we created after them other generations. أَلَمْ يَرَوْا كَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ مِنْ قَرْنٍ. Have they not seen, meaning the Quraysh, the enemy of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, have they not seen how many generations before them we have destroyed them? How many generations? The generation of Prophet Noah, the people of Hud, the people of Salih, the people of Shu'aib, the people of Lut, the people of Musa and Harun, the people of Isa. How many before, and many much, how many nations were destroyed before them? The characteristics of those nations, whom we had established them on earth, such as we haven't established. We gave them authority and power. We established them on the earth in a way we didn't establish you on the earth. Meaning they were stronger than you. They were more powerful than you in creation, in talent, in many things. إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد. So Quraysh, comparing to those people were stronger than them. Even some of them, they were living hundreds of years. The people of Prophet Noah, for instance, Prophet Noah himself, he was calling them to Allah 950 years. Is there anyone from Quraysh who used to live 950 years? No. Prophet mentioned his ummah. How long is their age average? Most of them, 63, around 60s. Those people, hundreds, some of them. And strong, some of them physical. Until now, what they built with the technology of today, they're surprised how they built this. They cannot even break it. They don't know how to break it. Even there are some idols. The people of knowledge, they say, how these idols remain where the Sahaba used to control. They said they couldn't break it. These people, they built it. Ahram in Egypt and many things. They used to build houses inside the mountains and bury their dead inside the mountain, their qubur, graveyard, inside the mountains. They were very... So Allah mentioned that how many, don't they see how many generations before that we have destroyed, whom we had established on the earth, such as we haven't established you. وَأَرْسَلْنَا السَّمَاءَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِدْرَارًا, and we poured out on them rain from the sky in abundance, so much rain everywhere. From the sky, rain. How about the earth? وَجَعَلْنَا الْأَنْهَارَ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا, and we make the rivers flow under them. Rivers. Rivers. On the top, rain. Under them, rivers. And you know, if there are rain, water, rivers, there has to be trees, grass, plants, seeds. Name all those blessings of Allah. But what happened? Allah said, فَأَهْلَكْنَاهُمْ بِذُنُوبِهِمْ, we destroyed them for their sins. And Allah mentioned what was their sins. Each nation Allah destroyed, subhanahu, He mentioned what they used to do. What was their sin? To avoid it. What was their sin? To avoid it, has been mentioned. So Allah destroyed them because of their sin, not because of their lineage, not because of any of that, but because of bidunubihim, because of their sin. So if someone does the same sin they were doing it, then he only expect the same thing which happened to them, which is a punishment. Even though Allah punished His enemy in a different way. Allah didn't punish His enemy in a certain way, in different way. Some of them, the earth swallowed them. Some of them, as-sa'iqah. Some of them, different way. And from that is to fight one another. It's from the punishment of Allah. وَأَنْشَأْنَا مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ قَرْنًا آخَرِينَ, and we create after them other generations. So this is warning for the enemy of Allah. No matter how strong you are, how powerful you are, how superpower you are, there were people who were more stronger than you. And Allah destroyed them. Allah destroyed them. Subhanallah. Now you see, in even our time, Allah sent tornado. They make emergency, state of emergency, evacuate, run from it. If you don't run, after it starts, we cannot do anything. We're going to wait until it ends. Then we try to look if there is any remaining. They tell you announcement. La ilaha illa. Seconds. All this building, Masjid Billah, has been broken down, ripped off into pieces. Seconds. Sometimes you see tracks being carried by a wind. Airplanes. Subhanallah. And it's so much metal, stones, fire. See what the tsunami did to those people. Carrying cars, buildings, everything crashing to one another. And in seconds, in a few minutes, the whole city changed. Destruction from zero. People have to look for another land to live. To remove the trash itself is hard. Where is the human being? Where is the technology? Where is the arrogance? Where is we are superpower? Where is we control such and such? No. You control nothing. It's Allah who controls, subhanahu, everything. So in this ayah, Allah mentioned that He, subhanahu wa ta'ala, destroyed nations who were established on the earth such a way the enemy of Prophet ﷺ were not established on it. Allah destroyed them for their sins. Then Allah created after them other nations with other names, other people, other language. In many ayat in the Quran, so many surahs, Allah talk about the previous nations. The good people, what they did, the Prophet and their followers, and the bad people, and what they did it. And their ending. Each group, Allah repeat that over and over and over in Quran. Because that proof is a lot. It proves the truthfulness of the messengers. When Prophet Muhammad sallallahu as Allah mentioned in this ayat, and many ayat in Quran, when Prophet sallallahu he warned his enemy, the idol worshippers, he warned them. Remember those before you. What happened to them will happen to you. Allah will destroy you. Allah will give the believers victory. And they were heedless. They make fun of him. When you see all that, and at the end, you see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the victory to the Prophet ﷺ and his followers. And Allah destroyed their enemy, humiliated them. Then this is a proof that the Prophet is truthful. And also, in the day of judgment, when he mentioned to his enemy, if you disobey me, Allah will destroy you. They didn't believe in him. And they have been destroyed in this life. It's a proof also, what he mentioned, that they will also be destroyed in the hereafter. This is a proof. Also, it proves that whoever does what those people did of sin, the same thing will happen to him as he did. Whoever does that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this verse number 7, Allah said in verse number 7, وَلَوْ نَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ كِتَابًا فِي قِرْطَاسٍ فَلَمَسُوهُ بِأَيْدِيهِمْ لَقَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا إِنْ هَذَا إِلَّا سِحْرٌ مُبِينٌ. From these verses, Allah mentioned some of the doubts of the idol worshippers. The idol worshippers, they didn't only reject the truth and remain silent. Rather, they were mentioning doubts. They were confusing people. They have something to object with the messenger, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Something to say, to confuse. From that is what Allah mentioned in this ayah. وَلَوْ نَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ كِتَابًا فِي قِرْطَاسٍ فَلَمَسُوهُ بِأَيْدِيهِمْ لَقَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا إِنْ هَذَا إِلَّا سِحْرٌ مُبِينٌ. And even if we had sent down into you, O the Messenger of Allah, a message written on a paper so that they could touch it with their hand, the disbelievers would have said, this is nothing but obvious magic. And even if we had sent down unto you, O the Messenger of Allah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a message written on a paper so that they could touch it with their hands, the disbelievers would have said, this is nothing but obvious magic. They used to say, if they say about the Prophet ﷺ, if he is a messenger of Allah and Allah gave him revelation, why Allah didn't give him a book? He doesn't have a book, written book. Why he doesn't have written book? So we can see it. He said, this is a book from Allah. Allah answered to them, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they saying, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have sent the messenger Muhammad sallam as a messenger of Allah, he would have given him a book so we can touch it and feel it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned how they would have acted if that would have happened. Allah who knows what didn't happen, if it could have happened, how it would have happened. This is the proof. This is the proof that Allah knows what didn't happen. If it could have happened, how it would have happened. وَلَوْ نَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ كِتَابًا فِي قِرْطَاسٍ. And even if we had sent down unto you a message written on a paper, so that they could touch it with their hands. لَقَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, the disbelievers would have said, إِنْ هَذَا أي مَا هَذَا إِلَّا سِحْرٌ مُبِينٌ, this is nothing but obvious magic. Even if they see the book with their hands, they touch it with their hands, they would have said, this is not the book of Allah, this is magic. Our eyes was changed. It's not what we see. It's just our mind. You see the magic, what it does, it makes you think you see a snake. It makes you think you see a bird. But in reality, there's no bird, there's no snake. The magician, they only cheat your brain and your eyes because certain action they did it. So if Allah would have sent a book, a written book, and they would have, those disbelievers would have touched the pages of that book, they would have said, this is magic. Meaning they wouldn't believe. Another doubt also, they said, وَقَالُوا لَوْلَا أُنزِلَ عَلَيْهِ مَلَكٌ. وَقَالُوا لَوْلَا أُنزِلَ, they say, why has not an angel been sent down to him? They say, if the messenger is a messenger of Allah, then why Allah didn't send an angel with him? An angel who is with the messenger and he says, this is a messenger of Allah, believe in him, I am an angel, I am witness for him. That's what they said. They say if Allah is sending a messenger, then he would have sent an angel who witnessed for him. Allah answered to them. Subhanallah, Allah Azza wa Jal Halim. Allah is Halim. He is answering to them. Every doubt they present, Allah answer. Every doubt. وَلَا يَأْتُونَكَ بِمَثَلٍ إِلَّا جِئْنَاكَ بِالْحَقِّ وَأَحْسَنَ تَفْسِيرٍ. Every doubt the idol worshippers come with, present to object the truth, Allah answer to it. Allahu Akbar. وهذا الدليل على رد الشبهات ورد الباطل. It's a proof to refute the doubts, to refute the falsehood. Every falsehood they present, Allah refuted. Allah said subhanahu wa ta'ala, had we sent down an angel, the matter would have been judged at once, and no respite would be granted to them. Had we sent down an angel, the matter would have been judged at once, and no respite would be, no time would be granted to them. Allah didn't send a messenger, an angel, for reasons. Number one, Allah only sent the angels with punishment. Allah sent the angels to his enemy only to punish his enemy. So if there are disbelievers who disbelieve in Allah, and Allah sent an angel, that angel is there only to punish them. So that's why Allah didn't send an angel. Rather, Allah sent a human being who is from them, who they understand, who they see, they understand his language, who feel the way they feel, who is not there for punishment, rather for advice, for admonition, who care about them. So how they asking an angel to come? An angel only comes with punishment to the enemy of Allah. They also said, why Allah wouldn't send an angel instead of a human? Why Allah sending a human? So if Allah would have sent someone, they say Allah would have sent an angel, not a human. So since you are a human, they say it's a proof you are not a messenger of Allah. They say Allah would have sent an angel to us. Allah answered to them too. Allah said, وَلَوْ جَعَلْنَاهُ مَلَكًا لَجَعَلْنَاهُ رَجُلًا وَلَلَبَسْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مَا يَلْبِسُونَ. And had we appointed him an angel, we indeed would have made him a man, and would have certainly confused them in which they are already confused. Means, if Allah would have sent an angel, this angel would have come into the form of a human being. Because if an angel comes to the form Allah created, they are not able to see the angel. The angel Jibreel, how many times Prophet ﷺ saw angel Jibreel? How many times? Twice. One is the night he was lifted to the heaven, and another time on earth. Angel Jibreel, Prophet ﷺ, he saw angel Jibreel the way Allah created. Twice. One time on earth, he saw him having how many wings? Yes? How many wings? 600. Not 300. 600. And that the angel, he closed, he hid all the horizon. One side of the universe, he hid it. Prophet ﷺ, he couldn't bear that. So how these disbelievers are asking an angel to be sent to them? Because if the angel is sent the way Allah created, they are not able. And if Allah sent an angel in a form of a human being, then they don't know who is this. Is this a human being? Is this an angel? Is this another creation, jinn? They don't know it. Now you hear some people who claim they have seen an angel. There was battle in Afghanistan or in Iraq, and they have seen angels with white clothes that they mention. How you see an angel? How you know that was an angel? Because you cannot see an angel in the form that Allah created. And if the angel changes into another form, how you know what he is? He may be an angel, he may be a jinn, he may be other creatures of Allah. Therefore, even the Sahaba, when Angel Jibreel came to the Prophet in a form of a human being, they didn't know him. The Prophet asked him, do you know? They say, we don't know him. He said, this is Angel Jibreel. There they know it's Angel Jibreel. Before that, they didn't know. How you know it's Angel Jibreel? 3 men from the early people, Allah tested them. He sent an angel to them. They didn't know that's an angel. They thought normal human being. So when they say, why Allah didn't send an angel instead of a human, if Allah sent an angel in the way Allah created the angel, they couldn't see it. And if Allah sent an angel in the form of a human being, then they don't know it. Who is this? And they cannot communicate with an angel. They don't understand the angel. Nor angel is like their situation. Angel doesn't eat. Subhanallah. The angels don't eat. Their entire existence, they don't eat. They don't drink. They don't tire. They don't disobey Allah. How a human being can take this as an example? Unlike the messengers, they eat, they drink, they get sick, they get thirst, they get pain, they die. You understand their language. They understand where you come from, what you feel. Which one is Allah? Which is the best Allah to send? Someone you understand and he understands, someone you don't understand him. Subhanallah. The next ayah, verse number 10, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَقَدْ اسْتُهْزِئَ بِرُسُلٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ فَحَاقَ بِالَّذِينَ سَخِرُوا مِنْهُمْ مَا كَانُوا بِهِ يَسْتَهْزِئُونَ. And indeed, many messengers before you were mocked at, but their scoffers were surrounded by the very thing that they used to mock at. وَلَقَدْ اسْتُهْزِئَ بِرُسُلٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ. Indeed, the messengers before you were mocked at. People make fun of them. They say he's crazy, he's majnoon, he's a liar, he's kadhabun ashir, he's evil. All this they said. What happened to those who mock at the messengers? فَحَاقَ بِالَّذِينَ سَخِرُوا مِنْهُمْ مَا كَانُوا بِهِ يَسْتَهْزِئُونَ. But those who used to mock at the messengers were surrounded by the very thing that they used to mock at. So every messenger went through this reality that people used to make mock at him, used to make fun of him, used to slander him, used to hurt him. Every messenger. Subhanallah. If a messenger of Allah, all the messengers of Allah went through this, how you expect everybody from the people to like you if you are truly on the path of the messengers. Then Allah said in verse 11, we conclude with this one, Inshallah, قُلْ سِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Say, O the Messenger of Allah Muhammad, سِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, travel in the land. Travel in the land, either physically or in mind. ثُمَّ انظُرُوا كَيْفَ كَانَ عَاقِبَةُ الْمُكَذِّبِينَ. And then see what was the end of those who rejected the truth. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. These verses, Allah commanded Messenger Muhammad to talk to certain people. Who were they? The idol worshippers. قُلْ, say, O Messenger of Allah Muhammad, سِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, travel in the land. So Prophet, he addressing certain people because Prophet ﷺ, he obeyed Allah. Allah commanded him, the Prophet, to address certain people with this following command. Prophet, he did obey Allah. He did that. What he said to them, Prophet, انظروا كيف كان عاقبة المكذبين. Who were those? Prophet ﷺ, he commanded them to travel on the land. It was his enemy, Quraysh, Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, and the like. He said, travel on the land. Look in what? See what was the end of those who rejected the truth. Prophet, he went to Quraysh, he went to the idol worshippers, he went to the Jewish, he conveyed this message to them. He said, go on earth, spread on earth. See what happened to those who rejected the truth. I warn you to take the path of those people. They didn't accept that. They continue doing the same thing that disbelievers of the messenger did. Then what happened to them? What Allah mentioned happened to them. As I mentioned before, you imagine when you are in Mecca, when you are in the Haram, you are somewhere around the Kaaba, and you see the Kaaba, the house of Allah, in front of you, you see. And you remember the history, the tariq, that there were one day over 300 idols surrounded with the Kaaba. Up inside surrounded it. And Prophet ﷺ, only himself and few of the believers are those who rejected it. And Prophet ﷺ, he warned those people, and they make fun of him. He warned them. This is قُلْ سِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Go travel on the land. ثُمَّ انظُرُوا, then look. كَيْفَ كَانَ عَاقِبَةُ الْمُكَذِّبِينَ. What was the end of those who rejected the truth? So Prophet advised them. They didn't reject. And at the end you see what happened to those people. You see the believers surrounding the Kaaba, all Muslims. All saying, أشهد أن لا إله إلا وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله. You hear the adhan of the Haram from where? Almost all Mecca. Very far place. Rather you can't even hear here in America. The live adhan from Mecca and Medina. Allahu Akbar. Now you remember that those people, they didn't get advantage from the admonition, from the advice of the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ. Then what happened to them is the same thing happened to those before them. So these verses, as it was warning for Quraysh, for Abu Jahl and Abu Lahab and the like, but they didn't get advantage from that. It's a warning for those who are alive today, all of us. If you follow the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ, you will have good ending. You may go through some hardships, as the Prophet went through. 3 days, 3 nights in a cave. His Sahaba being tortured. But at the end, عَاقِبَةُ الْمُكَذِّبِينَ. That's what's being considered is the ending. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ الْمُتَّقِينَ. The ending is for the pious. Only be pious. Be obedient to Allah. Fear Allah alone. Rely on Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Put your trust on Him alone, not in a creation. Do that which pleases Him. Call the people to the way of Allah. You will have the good ending. On the other hand, if somebody rejected that truth, follow those who reject the truth, it's a matter of time. He would end up with those people who disbelieve the message of destruction. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us, to have mercy on us. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.